Hi, first graders. Today we're moving on to lesson 7.11, and we're composing three-dimensional shapes. So what we're trying to accomplish today, we're going to review the 4 3D shapes of cube, cone, cylinder, and rectangular prism. And today you're going to have a chance to compose some new three-dimensional shapes with those shapes, and when we do that, those are called composite shapes. Okay, so if you could find two cubes and put them together, if you're at school, for friends at home, you can just look at the screen and check out the new shape that we made. Does this new shape have a name? I can see that it's longer here. These edges are longer than the ones on the side. I think that might be a rectangular prism. Good. Okay, we have these two shapes. What are they called? I can see that we have a cylinder here on the bottom and a cone on the top. And does this shape have a name that we created? Nope, this one doesn't have a name. It's not, it is not a shape when we put those two together. But to me, it kind of looks like a rocket ship. Okay, you can take your two orange rectangular prisms and two yellow cubes, put the 4 composite shapes together to make a different shape. We'll be practicing this a little bit more later as well. Okay, you could put the 2 rectangular prisms together, you could put the 2 cubes together, you could stack them side by side to make a new shape. So why don't you take some time to use your three-dimensional shapes and make new figures. In the past, we have had friends partner up and use their composite shapes, use their shapes to compose new shapes. Like, for example, you can see this here, 2 rectangular prisms stacked together to make a larger rectangular prism. And then we have a rectangular prism, a cube, and a cone that they composed, and it doesn't really make a new shape, but it's kind of fun to compose new shapes using the shapes that you have. So you can take as long as you want to explore with that in class. And then we would go to our workbook page, which is 315. So now we are to ring the shapes used to make the new shape. So over here we have to look and see which of these shapes were used in number 1 to create this new shape, and then you would circle it. Okay, check out number 2. What 2 shapes do you see here? I can see a cylinder and a rectangular prism. Look over to the right here and circle those 2. Number 3, we have a cone and a rectangular prism that go together to make a new shape. And circle them over here. Do the same for 4 and 5. Okay, this is similar to what we talked about earlier, but if you have these 2 shapes, you can make a copy of this and put the 2 together to make different shapes. Here are some possible ways shown below. Using your rectangular prism and your cube to make a new composite shape. So you can use this composite shape and this composite shape to make an even bigger composite shape. Okay, last thing we have is the back of your workbook page, which is 316. And we are supposed to ring the shape that is used to make the larger shape. So here you can see this is an individual shape, this is the individual shape, this is the individual shape, but they're all put together and they're making that larger shape. But what is the basis? Like, what is the basic shape that was composed? Okay, look at it. You can see, is it stacked too high? No. Is it stacked side by side with the cone in the middle? Nope. So you would take and ring or circle the middle one, because that is here and here and here. Okay, you don't have to do this circling, just this. Okay. And number 7, check out the cube stacked on top of the rectangular prism. Which one of these is used to make this larger shape? Circle it up. Ooh, this one looks like fun. I can see here we have the rectangular prism, the cube, and the cylinder. And then it looks like it's flipped upside down. We have it stacked on top of each other. Which one of these represents that? Circle it up. All right. In check for understanding, we have ring the new shape that could be made from the shape that is shown. So which one of these two could have been created from this shape right here? And you will circle that. Okay? Then if you have extra time, you can feel free to build with the shapes that you have. Many students really like this lesson because it's fun and you have a chance to be creative and enjoy building with those shapes.